A once sought out profession has now given way to schools scrambling to fill positions each year. The latest State of the Teaching Profession report in North Carolina highlights a glaring problem. More teachers are leaving the classroom. But as WCNC Charlotte anchor Nick Sturdivant reports, there are people out there seeking solutions right now to help fix it.
Growing up, Judy Beckford had her sights set on a career as a doctor.
I did one semester and I said, this isn't for me. So I had to pivot quickly.
But her passion to help people did not fade.
So teaching, summers off, don't have to work weekends. It was the best option for me. I get to help kids.
In 2006, she started working as a teacher within the Charlotte Mecklenburg School District. However, as the years went on, her passion for teaching would fade.
I was stressed. it was stressful.
Beckford says between being a mom and trying to make ends meet, she had a lot on her plate.
So you were expected to, work late or work on the weekend. So on top of that, I've always had part-time jobs. So I will pick up packages and deliver them, DoorDash.
It all came to a head in 2021, in the middle of the school year while teaching at ACE Academy Charter.
2021, what was the breaking point for you? When will you say, okay, all right, I've been doing this long enough?
Teaching during COVID. I really woke up one day and said, this is it. I was in public school. I went to charter school. Okay, should I try private school? I was trying so many things to stay because that's what I wanted to do. This is what I went to school for. This is my life. This is my passion. But I just couldn't do it.
Beckford, just one of many teachers to leave the classroom.
Yeah, but this year we did see an increase in that attrition rate. And of course, when we see those increases, that makes the news.
This year's State of the Teaching Profession report shows between March 2022 and March 2023, more than 10,000 teachers left North Carolina classrooms. The 11.5% attrition rate, up from 7.8% the year prior. Thomas Tomberlin with the North Carolina Department of Public Instruction says beginning teachers are leaving at an even higher rate.
First-year teacher attrition was abnormally high in the state. It could be lack of support. It could be the job is not what they imagined it would be.
Teachers look at other professions that don't require as much, and they make way more.
Tomberlin also pointing out from that report, the state's teacher attrition rate remains below the national average of about 12%.
How would you describe the state of teaching?
I would say it's bleak. I became a teacher in 2004, and I couldn't get a job in North Carolina because people wanted to teach. I was still working for a moving company 3 weeks into the school year. Here we are 20 years later, and we've seen a massive depression of wages, right? So we're 38th now in the country, and that's $13,000 below the national average, right? The elimination of incentives for master's pay.
Brian Proffitt is the vice president of the North Carolina Association of Educators.
So we've seen what feel like the attacks on the profession in terms of policy and economic and budgetary decisions for 10, 15 years. But what we've seen post-COVID now is this really brutal attack on the profession in terms of our character.
So what's next? As lawmakers look through the report, Tomberlin says the North Carolina Board of Education is interested in ramping up its beginning teacher support program.
Well, can we connect the needs of the beginning teachers with the experience of the veteran, highly effective teachers in our state? The answer is yes, and we probably should.
I had the teacher guilt, but then I had to think about my own mental health.
Since leaving the classroom, Beckford is embarking on a new career in marketing for a company that provides support for educators. She still has her sights set on helping, also partnering to start Spark Hub, which provides education curriculum for schools and daycares.
Would you say it was worth it to get to this point?
Honestly, no. I enjoy all the experiences that I had, but looking at how hard I had to work, where I've always had to have a second job, I feel like I missed out on a lot of my daughter growing up.
Our anchor Nick Sturdivant reporting there. One solution to get more teachers in the classroom is the State Board of Education making a recommendation now to remove the testing requirement in the hopes of more people entering the profession. For a closer look at the State of the Teaching Profession report, head over to WCNC.com or the WCNC Charlotte News app.